So when I saw that Mezco was doing another Batman, I was like, God, I already got like 7 Batmans. This will be my 8th Batman. Do I really need another Batman? And I said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and pre-order it. If I don't like it, I can always sell it on eBay or something. And then I went to the show, Comic-Con. This thing was sitting in the case, and I liked it so much that I couldn't even wait for that thing to come in the mail. So I still got one coming in the mail. Pick this guy up at the show. The toy looks amazing. Like when they do their little Mezco spin, I used to not like that. I figured it was just their way of reusing more of their Mezco parts. But when you put a Mezco spin on a Batman Beyond, what Batman Beyond to me is kind of a boring character, and then you put the Mezco touch on it, and now the character is not boring anymore. This thing actually looks really good. Let's check him out. Alright, so you can see this Batman Beyond standing just a little bit above 6 inches tall. And as far as accessory goes, he basically comes with everything that you would want with the Batman Beyond. He's got the little clip-on wings. I'll show you how that works in a second. Comes with 3 batarangs. Those are definitely pretty cool. Extra hands, batarang hands, punching hands, grabbing hands, or kind of clawing hands. You got the little boost that can plug into his feet. Let's check this thing out. As far as articulation goes, it's a Mezco. Not a lot has changed. If you're curious to see how the ankle pivot's coming along, it hasn't changed much. Like, you just get a tiny little bit of ankle pivot. I know guys are complaining about that. I mean, that's enough for me. A little bit more would be nice. It looks like the boot does angle up. When the boot angles up, it seems like they don't ever turn here at the boot right here, which that's cool. As far as all the extra work, this is where the Mezco touch is really shining. Because this is basically a really boring costume, kind of like the black suit Spider-Man. But when you throw in all this little extra work in there, all that little detail, it really makes this thing pop. And now it's like it takes a boring action figure and makes it an extremely cool action figure. There's just tons of little detail in here. And then they also did the same thing with the gloss black and the flat black on the boots. Really making this thing shine. The spikes on the arms, you got to be really careful with those. Those things, it just seems like they want to break off. They haven't break off. Like I've picked this thing up, been pretty rough with it on accident. They haven't broke off yet. Maybe they're pretty tough. It just, God, those things like stick out there a mile. Like that is really well done, and they're really, really hard plastic. Like these things are not, they are not soft at all. They're really stiff. As far as this bat symbol goes on the chest, it like sticks out. I don't know how they get that thing to stick on the fabric, but however they do it, they do a really good job. He does come with 2 heads. One of the things about Batman Beyond is like the costume itself. It's like, how does that like a mask? Like, it goes over the lips. It is what it is. Just when I used to watch the show, I'd be like, God, that mask makes no sense. Here's the other head that it comes with. This one is cool, but the one that shows the teeth is just definitely a really nice touch. Digging that. As far as 6-inch figure goes, I think that, man, like, because he's kind of like a kid, like, I think that it'd be cooler if he was a little bit smaller, like a 5.5-inch figure. Like, if you look at him back here, I mean, I'll do some comparisons. It just seems to me it'd be cooler if he was a little bit smaller. He's not. As far as this little backpack deal goes, this is like if the wings aren't out, so they're supposed to come out of this backpack. This thing plugs out. It's actually kind of tricky to get it off. It like really plugs out, and no way I'm gonna break this on camera, so just give me a minute here. I'll get it off. I already took it off once. Alright, so it just has a plug in there. It just comes straight out. It doesn't lift off or anything, but the plug fits in there so tight, like it feels like it's gonna break. Just be gentle with it, and it probably won't, because it actually seems like it's like actually really good quality plastic. Then you plug the wings right on here. They kind of lock in like around the top, so it fits perfectly on the backpack that's already there. There he is with the wings. That is a definite must, man. That looks super cool. I definitely like the wings. Now you can put these little booster effects in the plug holes in his heels. And then he comes with the flight stand, so you can put him up on that flight stand. I am digging that. Like, I'm not even a Batman Beyond fan, but this action figure is so cool that it actually almost makes me a Batman Beyond. The articulation, I'll go over it just a little bit because I haven't did a Mezco articulation in a while. The head, they're on a ball on the upper, and this one, and then the lower, the neck also moves. The ab crunch, you get a little bit there, not that much. Everything else is basically the same. I guess that was actually the same too. Let's see if it moves here at the top of the... It doesn't move here at the top of the boot either. You think that it would. It's basically got ball shoulders, has a bicep swivel. The thighs are really good. God, that... I can't believe how good they're doing on these costumes. Like, before they look like pajamas. Like, look at that thing. It just fits him absolutely perfect. I mean, Mezco's killing it. And then as far as the stitch goes, you can't even... It comes down the armpit. I wish they'd do all their action figures like that. Come down the armpit. And then it comes right here where the belt is. I don't think the belt comes off. It doesn't seem like the belt comes off. It's nice that the belt moves. I know on a lot of these things, the belt is like kind of glued on or stuck on somehow. But that's basically him. I'm going to switch the hands out. I'm going to pull out all my Batman Beyond figures for comparisons with other Batman Beyonds. And we'll check that out. Alright, so I went ahead and pulled out all of my Batman Beyonds. At least as far as the 6-inch line goes, I do have more in the 4-inch, I think it is. So basically over here you have the Batman animated one. And I normally don't pull out animated with regular figures. But with me, it's kind of like Batman Beyond. Just his whole kind of costume looks kind of animated. So here he is over here. He's kind of like, has like the teen body. So that's definitely pretty cool. He's like 5.5 inches tall. I definitely like Batman Beyond, like when he was like a teenager growing up, not like a full-grown man. That's just, I don't know, just the whole teen thing with like the Bruce Wayne like as his coach. That was cool to me. And then right here is the Mattel one. And if you're a complete sucker like myself, you get the masked and the unmasked one. I don't know why I do that, but I do it like almost every time. And this is what I really love that action figures do. When you do an unmasked character, can you put like the mask like that fits in the hand like that? So it's like he's holding his mask. I definitely love, I wish more people would do stuff like that, especially Mezco. Could you imagine if they gave us like a little cloth mask that you could like fold up and put inside their hand? Then you could have like the unmasked version and then that mask floating around. Then you have a DC collectible one. This one is, I mean, this was like my go-to Batman Beyond. He was the one that I really liked. I liked like the teeth showing. He's kind of real similar to this one. Also on the last video, I didn't show you the little batarangs. Let me get my tweezers on them. Just so you can check one of these out. He comes with 3 of these. Definitely really cool. They put a lot of love into that. You get 3. I went ahead and put 1 batarang hand on there, like you can kind of clip him in here. It looks like a real similar hand, a hand that you already have. I actually tried to do that with the tweezers. So he holds it pretty good. That's definitely cool. And on the claw hand, I should probably show you that because this claw hand is really amazing. There it is. Like, it'd be cool to kind of do like both claw hands, but I really wanted to put one of those one of his batarangs in there. And there you have like the gloss black and the flat black. That thing definitely makes it pop. So I got him up here on the fight stand. That thing is, God, that just displays so well. Now I gotta think of a villain that I can put with him. I don't really think we have one in 6-inch. Have to go through the collection and see what I can come with. I got the little blast effects in there. I got him up there like he's flying. I love how they did that backpack with the wings. Like, this is the end-all, be-all Batman Beyond action figure. At least for me, I think it blows away all of the competition, and it should, because this thing is like $85, $20. These are probably $20, and then the little one was probably like $24, because DC Collectibles always cost a little bit more. He's my go-to Batman Beyond. I really dig this figure. Like, God, for a figure that I was like on the fence about even getting, and now like I love it so much. It's just amazing when they pull that off. Let's put him up there on the shelf. If you just watch my Punisher video, then it's from this point on is basically going to be the same video. So thanks for watching. And if you stick around the video, then you'll get another one. Alright, I'm going to give you a walkthrough of both of my Mezco shelves because I got two. I basically got the Marvel Mezco shelf and the DC Mezco shelf. And I do have a lot of other figures mixed in here just because they need more villains in this line. Because a lot of these good guys don't have anybody to fight. Got the arrows down here. The Shazam's there with some effects. Every time I walk by that, I just love it. Like, that worked out so well, and I'm not even a really big fan of Shazam, but I am a fan of that. That looks amazing. Coming down here, you have like kind of the Batman section, and of course you have the new edition, Batman Beyond right here. I looked around. I don't really know what villain to put him with. I know I have a lot of villains for like the 4-inch line, but as far as 6-inch figures go, maybe you guys can help me out. It just seemed like it was kind of a different age, and nothing really worked. You have the Batmobile over here, still the best toy in the toy room. Waiting for somebody to try to beat that. Even more Batman coming down here. You could loop it all the way around. And then you have the Flash over here. That's like when they were starting out and they kind of looked like pajamas. Like, you can look at those figures and nothing amazing there. Then you have Spider-Man up here. Kind of like the Deadpool section, leads right into the Wolverine section. And if you look over here on this shelf over here, this is how far I am behind on these reviews. Like, I really got to spend some more time in my toy room. Every time I come in here, I want to just like hang out with the action figures and not really bust these open. I also have this pile down here, so I need to get cracking and start putting out definitely more than one video a week. Otherwise, I'm going to have a lot of boxes stacking up. Here's the Punisher. I just reviewed him. Hopefully you've seen that. He's still over here fighting multiple men, and I still only have 2, but I'm looking for at least 1 more of those. Coming down here with the blast effects, got Jigsaw up there. Got my Daredevils and the Kingpin. Leads into the Cap with the Hydra shoulders. Got my Venom versus Carnage. God, that just looks like... Dude, these shelves, man, these are like the favorite thing in my toy room. Like, they're all just posed up, displayed up, got these stands on them. Definitely looks cool. Definitely looks like a display versus when you come down here and they're just all vanilla posed, just kind of stacked in, but that's just kind of how it goes in the toy room. There's the end of my Mezco collection. If you guys stuck around, thanks for watching.